Programming brought to you by Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment-Free Zone.
You're watching Southern Utah's own Channel 8 KCSG.
Good evening, I'm Scott Beadle with St. George News at 8. Police are on the lookout for a man who allegedly attempted to grab a teenage girl and force her into his vehicle Wednesday afternoon. Police say just before 4 p.m., the 16-year-old was walking on South Hilton Drive. As she neared the roundabout on the north end of the road, she saw an older white Jeep. A man standing outside the Jeep grabbed her and started to pull her toward the vehicle, but she broke away. As the girl ran off, she says she looked back and saw a woman with blonde hair get into the Jeep willingly before that suspect drove away toward Black Ridge Drive. The suspect is described as a white male with shaggy hair and some facial hair. Anyone spotting a vehicle matching that description or who might have additional information is asked to call St. George Police at 435-627-4300 or Detective Robert Raybold at 435-627-4378. A driver and her passengers escaped a crash with only minor injuries after she mistakenly pulled out in front of a truck that she thought was turning. It happened around 10:30 this morning at the intersection of River Road and Tamarisk Drive. Authorities say the woman was attempting to turn left onto River Road from Tamarisk when she thought an approaching truck had its blinker on to make a right turn. She pulled out and collided with the truck's passenger side. That car is totaled, but the occupants did manage to escape with minor scrapes and bruises. There were no injuries reported from in the truck, though the truck's front bumper was damaged. The woman was cited for failure to yield. A bicyclist was sent to the hospital Thursday night after being injured in an accident. Authorities say he failed to stop at a red light and collided with a truck. St. George Police responded to the incident at the intersection of St. George Boulevard and 400 East around 9:20 p.m. The bicyclist was moderately injured in the collision and was transported to the hospital. A university music department is teaming up with local high school bands for a first-of-its-kind community performance this Monday. Southern Utah University's music students are joining with band students from Cedar High School and Canyon View High School to perform From Classics to Chaos. SUU students benefit from training with professional musicians and can use that to mentor high schoolers. Some high school students say the experience encourages them to work harder. The concert is Monday, March 20th at the SUU Heritage Center at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for students, and free for SUU students and faculty. And they hope to make this an annual event. If you have a knack for recrafting something old into a new work of art, a local library wants you to enter their contest. In honor of National Library Week, the Washington County Library is sponsoring its second Community Upcycled Book Art Contest under the theme Libraries Transform. Participants of all ages are encouraged to find an old book and reimagine it into something new and unique. You can even find some recycled books for your masterpiece at your local library. Entries are due March 30th and 31st to your local branch, and they will be displayed at the Washington County Library branches all through April. More information can be found online at library.washco.utah.gov. President Trump is still facing plenty of criticism over his first proposed budget, which does make some major cuts to various government agencies, but also not going away, the unsubstantiated wiretapping claims and the debate over the GOP's healthcare replacement plan. Stephanie Ramos reports.
Today, President Trump in the Oval Office meeting with Republicans who he says may have been on the fence about the GOP's healthcare replacement plan.
These folks were no's, mostly no's, yesterday, and now every single one is a yes.
The president says he's 100% behind the bill, but says there's still room for negotiations.
And we made certain changes.
But that's not the only battle brewing for the Trump administration. The White House is not backing down when it comes to Trump's accusations that former President Obama wiretapped Trump Tower, even though top Republican leaders on Capitol Hill joined Democrats to say they've seen absolutely no evidence of any wiretapping.
Does the president still stand by the allegation?
First of all, he stands by it, but again, you're mischaracterizing what happened today.
Here's what happened Thursday. The top Republican and Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee announced they see no indications that Trump Tower was the subject of surveillance by any element of the United States government, either before or after Election Day.
At the same time, they acknowledge that they have not been in contact with the Department of Justice.
But after the briefing, the top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee said in a statement that the leaders would not have made the statement they made without having been fully briefed by authorities.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your Southern Utah forecast next.
The weather tonight is brought to you by Sun River, resort-style living.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to you. Also a happy St. Patrick's Day out there. A beautiful day across our area here late this afternoon. Temperatures well above where they should be. Even saw some close to record high temperatures, especially in southern parts of Nevada, 87 degrees. The high today over in Vegas, 87 degrees also in Mesquite. We saw a high of 83 here in St. George, so southern Utah seeing the warm weather continue too. And very close to a record high in Cedar City, 77. The record high for today is 78 in Cedar City. So nice warm temperatures actually going to hang around as we head into your Saturday too. Here's your forecast for Cedar City. Again, seeing mostly clear skies overnight. Start in the 40s, about 46 degrees, but get back into the mid-70s once again. May see some gusty winds in Cedar City, though, with those winds out of the south-southwest as high as 20 miles per hour. For St. George and southern Utah, again, temperatures into the mid-80s for high temperatures. Wouldn't be surprised to see some record-breaking temperatures once again across a good portion of not only Utah, but also Arizona, southern Nevada, even back to southern California, too. As we're seeing just this very nice warm weather, partly to mostly sunny skies expected, and high temperatures into the mid-80s in southern Utah. So more sunshine expected as we get into the weekend. Again, could see record high temperatures in some areas. Even Sunday looking very good too, with plenty of sunshine and continue very warm across our area. Early next week then we may drop temperatures just a little bit. So turn a little bit cooler, especially by the middle part of the work week. That's when a real cool down comes in. But those are going to stay mainly dry here in southern Utah. Maybe a few showers in Cedar City and areas a little bit further north of our region. Could see some showers by the middle part of the work week. Otherwise, just some dry weather continuing and some beautiful weather in the forecast as we get into the first few days of spring. Of course, spring starts on Monday. Here's a look at our surface map. Again, seeing just nothing but unseasonably warm temperatures across our area. Now, I do see a front well off to our west, though, bringing some rain back in the northern parts of California and a few showers in the parts of Oregon as well. That rain and snow, or actually rain and shower activity, should stay further to our north, maybe into parts of northern Utah as we head into the Sunday, early into Monday. We're just going to enjoy the warm weather and the sunshine here over the next several days in our area. Here's your low temperatures overnight tonight. Then again back into the 40s, 42 degrees as you wake up tomorrow morning in Cedar City, 56 degrees Mesquite, 52 in St. George, 53 in Hurricane. As you head into your Saturday, we'll see those temperatures once again make it back into the mid to upper 80s in some areas. I wouldn't be surprised to be close to 90 over Mesquite. And then we'll see temperatures in the mid-80s from St. George to Hurricane, mid-70s for high temperatures in Cedar City. That 7-day forecast for Cedar City does show temperatures once again low to mid-70s through early next week. Again, Monday is the first day of spring. Temperatures should be into the low to mid-70s. A little cooler, though, by the end of the work week. A little rain moves in by Thursday, with highs in Cedar City around the upper 50s by the end of the week. And here in St. George and southern Utah, again, seeing those beautiful temperatures into the low 80s. As we head into the weekend, even as you get to Monday then, again, your first day of spring, seeing 82 degrees of high temperature. But by Thursday, Friday, may see temperatures a little bit cooler, upper 60s to low 70s as we head to the end of next week. But still looking like some very nice weather here the next several days. The weekend looking beautiful, actually, with temperatures in the mid-80s, almost hot out there. So we see the last weekend of winter. Yeah, it's hard to believe we're seeing these warm temperatures like that. But even Arizona, a place like that, seeing some record highs. 95 degrees is high in Phoenix tomorrow. That's going to be a record high already for March. So yeah, definitely seeing some warm weather here in the Southwest.
All right, thanks, Chris. Still ahead, a zoo baby makes her debut. Taronga Zoo's baby pygmy hippopotamus, the firstborn in 7 years, made its first public appearance in Sydney. The female calf was born to first-time parents Fergus and Kambiri on February the 21st and has begun to explore its surroundings, making a splash in the zoo's pool. The pygmy hippopotamus is classified as endangered, so this birth is vital.
This birth is really important to the species. There are fewer than 3,000 pygmy hippos left in the wild, so every hippo born in a zoo helps to ensure that this population continues on into the future.
Taronga Zoo will soon hold a competition to help choose a name for the new little baby.
Very cute.
Very cute. Thanks for watching.
Hope you have a great night.